So for some more in-depth science on our forecast, how we got to this point, we're going to bring in meteorologist Alan Holt. Alan has been hard at work doing some math. Do you want to show us some of the math, Alan?
The rates are right in line with what you've been talking about, 1 to about 2 inches right now. Literally, as you were referencing me, just pulled this into our weather computers, and what this is now, this is real data from 7 o'clock out of Gray. They do a weather balloon launch there at what would be 0Z in our language, which is 7 p.m. to the rest of the world. And it's not going to be as zoomed in as the previous forecast sounding that I was sharing earlier. But it's interesting here because we're seeing this all real time. I've got my little arrow here. These blue lines show where the snow growth region of the atmosphere is. So that's between -18 Celsius and -12 degrees Celsius. And that snow growth region is up at around 16,000 feet. And then the air temp and dew point meander down, and it actually gets colder as you get closer to the surface. So down here, at the bottom sections of the atmosphere, a few hundred, maybe 1,000 feet up or so, the atmosphere is getting very cold. And to my eye, when I'm looking at this sounding data, to get the most extreme or high ratios out of an event like this, you would want to see this red line here that I've got pointed out. You'd want to see that red line closer to the -12 degrees Celsius bar there. So because this red line is closer to the -18 and not this side of the snow growth region near the surface, what I would suspect to see happen, and I've seen this happening outside, is that the flakes aren't overly huge. We're not talking about massively sized snowflakes the way we saw happen with the event over the weekend last weekend. If you were out and you saw that, the flakes were huge. It was like that. It was like that. It wasn't to that extent. But what I'm trying to, they were way bigger than what we're seeing now. The flakes that are falling currently, they're just not as impressively big. The thing about them is that they're not melting, they're not going anywhere, they're drifting, they're blowing, and we're seeing accumulations come up quite significantly. This is the snow, these are the snow totals we've got as of right now. They're coming in real time, so I'm updating this as it comes in. See Bangor with 1 inch of snow. That's going to be going up in that area as the snow's been later to arrive in down east and eastern Maine, but where the snow's been falling really all night, Shapley, nearly a half a foot of snow there. Limerick, 6 inches. South Berwick, 6 inches. Sanford, Alfred, both up around 8 inches of snow. So the snow is going to be piling up. This is a graphic that Ryan Breton put this together. This is the top 10 biggest snowstorms in the Portland area. And you see that they're all over 20 inches. And we're starting to see people and locations in southern Maine up around 10 inches of snow already. We're not, I don't think, really halfway through this event. We've got all night to go, and then tomorrow it's still going to be coming down. So, are we going to get into this list, top 10? Time will tell. We do know snow's falling at a pretty fast clip. It is accumulating very efficiently, and those ratios are in a setup to where that should be continuing as we head in to the rest of tonight.